Hey guys, welcome back to Bad Luck Garage. Today we're going to do a little work on the China Vet, and I do mean a little work. So regardless of the fact that this thing currently has no second gear, Tracy's been driving it to work, and the alternator recently started making a god-awful racket. Well, if you guys don't know, on the automatic transmission cars from 2001 up, it came with a decoupler clutch on the front of the alternator. The manual transmission cars do not have that. And what's going on, the decoupler clutch is just making all kinds of racket. I think it's shot. What really sucks about this is, you know, the alternator's still charging just fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but I could not find anywhere where I could just buy the decoupler clutch by itself. So I ended up ordering a rebuilt alternator from, I believe I got it from Advanced Auto Parts online. It was like $160 plus a $50 core charge. So we're going to swap this out real quick. I'm going to show you guys just how easy this is. I mean, it's literally like a 10-minute job. And although I generally make high performance parts videos and not general maintenance type videos on this channel, basically what's going on here is I'm getting so sick of everybody on these Corvette pages saying, oh, these cars are so hard to work on. Everything's so hard. Everything's so hard. These are the same guys that take an hour to do an oil change. So I just figured I would show you guys exactly how easy this whole alternator replacement thing is on this car. It's probably easier than on a small block Chevy, to be honest. And in case you're wondering about the unicorn duct tape and the Shitbox Nation sticker, yeah guys, check out the China Vet playlist on this channel. You can kind of see what we've done with this car. It was a $1,500 budget, and the goal was to run 10s or run high 6s in the 8th mile for less than $1,500. So check that out. Let's get back to the project at hand. The only thing you really need for this job, you need a 15mm socket. That's for this bolt, for this bolt down here, which you probably can't see, but it's right underneath here, and then for your tensioner bolt over here to loosen the belt. Then you also need a 13mm socket to take your charge wire off. Now, procedure says you should take the battery terminal off. If you want to do that, which I suggest doing, that's going to be an 8mm socket or a 5/16. Either one should work. Me personally, I'm just going to be real careful where I lay this freaking wire. Just to add an unnecessary level of difficulty to this, I'll be working around a camera. So first we're going to take our charge wire off. Like I said, 13mm. Look at that, guys. I'm not even using my power ratchet today. I'm going all old school. Set that guy up here. Be careful what you do with this power wire. Just leave the boot around it and tuck it up under your coil covers there. Then we're going to take our exciter wire, or whatever you want to call it. Take our harness loose. Then we're going to listen to Popper, our neighbor's dog, give me a bunch of crap. All right, now we're going to take our 15mm. We're going to go right over here on our tension pulley. Put our ratchet in reverse. We're going to take tension off the belt and slip it off. Just like that. We're going to lay that down. Kind of let the bolt or the belt just stay on the bolt there. Then we're going to go take our alternator loose. So back over on this side, the belt's loose now. We can just pop it off, kind of lay it over here to the side. Break our bolts loose. One on top. Like I said, there's one under here. Can't really get the camera on, but you'll see it. like so. Spin them out. There's one. Just lay them up here on the cowl, because they give you plenty of room for bolts on the cowl and these things. There's number two. Get you a screwdriver to stick in here. Wedge the alternator loose. Boom. Old one's off. We take our replacement boy. It's usually easier to line up the top bolt here first. Start that bolt. And get your second one in there. It'll just lay in there. Wiggle it around. Bolts in. We'll tighten those up. One bolt. Again, guys, I'd usually use my little Milwaukee power ratchet for this, but I'm just trying to show you guys exactly how easy this is. There's no need to pay a mechanic $120 in labor for a 10-minute job. Basic hand tools. All right. Not sure about the exact torque specs, but 2 Ugga-Duggas ought to do it. So at that point, that's on. We're gonna go ahead, plug our harness back in. And reconnect our charge wire. Tell you right now, this new alternator come with this little washer and nut setup. I prefer to just use the original flare nut, whatever you want to call it, off the old alternator. So we'll stick our wire on here. Wow, there's a lot of dog barking going on today, guys. I'm sorry about that, but like I said, we're working outside, so that's what you get to listen to. All right, 13 millimeter back on this. Tight. Get your belt back on. Now, if you didn't jar your belt around a lot, you're not going to have a lot to do here. You basically just need to make sure you get it over your alternator pulley and under your tensioner pulley down there and your water pump pulley, and it should be over the crank. So we're going to go on the other side. So basically, like I said earlier, you know, get your belt back up and kind of set it on your bolt for your tensioner pulley here, and just look and make sure, you know, that it's seated in all the grooves on your crank pulley, and it's seated on all the grooves on the other pulleys. Then once you're sure you have everything lined up, put your 15 millimeter back on here, push the pulley forward, slide the belt on, release it. That's it, guys. You just installed the alternator on a C5 Corvette in about 10 minutes. No muss, no fuss. Literally 2 bolts, a nut, and, you know, a tensioner. 15 millimeter wrench, or 15 millimeter socket, 13 millimeter socket, and a Phillips screwdriver, or a straight head screwdriver to break the alternator loose over there. That's all you need. I keep telling you guys, these cars are not hard to work on. If you go back and watch the China Vet playlist, you'll see just how easily, you know, we did the headers, the X-pipe, the intake. I mean, these things are a dream, guys. So Anyway, if this video helped you out, make sure you share it, hit that thumbs up button. Thanks again for watching. Now get out in the garage, get something done, and I'll see you next time here on Bad Luck Garage.